So Janibek on that ish. We'll talk a little bit about. I ain't gonna be on a long time about Boots call out for Ennis or Ortiz call out of Boots. So we'll speak on it. So appreciate y'all for tapping in. The vertical live shouty. That's what called me during the Patreon. I'll link in the description. Um, but yeah, man. So her Janibek got popped for Maladonian. Now I remember that's the same thing Povetkin got popped for. Same thing Maria Sharapova got popped for. I believe within the last, if my memory serves me correctly, the year that Alexander Povetkin popped hot for Meladonian versus Wilder was the first year it was on a WADA ban list. Don't quote me on that. So Meladonian, it's fairly new to the ban list, right? I would say, whoo, just a vast number the last 15 years. You know, in my mind, I want to say it's like 2012, but in the last 15 years, Meladonian has just popped up on that test. So it increases stamina, you know. So yeah, increased stamina and all that type of stuff, but it wasn't always on that list. Now, one might ask, they constantly add things to the ban list, so that's the crazy thing about it. But anything that increased that drug test, that stamina in boxing, that's a huge. Anything in boxing, really damn near, should be assault or attempted murder. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Anything should be assault or attempted murder. So you got to remember that, because your life is on the line. They say, well, the juice can't help you hit a baseball, but when you're talking about in boxing, you can literally end somebody's life. So that's the real thing about it. But it's always these foreign fighters. I think most Americans are under the impression that foreign fighters are good, or foreign people are all good, they're all nice. They're under that impression, because they smile, and people who really don't live amongst them, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? These people are criminals. Most of the immigrants that come here are usually, the outcasts from the other country society. That's why immigration is a thing. Legal immigration is usually for the best, the biggest, and the brightest, to come and learn and take whatever you learn back to your country to build your country. I was learning this today on Instagram that Russia allowed African students to come there study free. And you allow that to happen. Gaddafi allowed his people to go study abroad, but they had to bring back the skills to uplift their community. So when you hear people saying, oh, free this and free that, women, I get it. They're cowardly by nature. But men should go back and fight for the liberation and the freedom of their countries. So that's what immigration is really about. It's not a haven. It's never meant for a safe haven for you to run and be a pussy. It was meant for you to take the skills. It was meant for you to take the skills that you learn from here and bring it back to your country to make your country greater. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't even about you contributing anything to the society that you came to. You're supposed to take what you got, enjoy your time here, and then go back home and build. So just to give y'all a heads up, that's what it was really built about. That's what legal immigration was about. Some people wanted to lay a flag here, or they met somebody in America, organically, or it popped off. And yeah, you had those people who want to stay off that. But yeah, with Janibek, I don't know much about him. I've never seen him fight a full fight, so I really can't say. There were some talks about that Japanese fighter, Ryota Murata, how he looked so piss poor versus Ryle Brandt in Vegas, and then when they went to Japan, he like Superman. So you got to understand the water, the food is different. Even when you go to Saudi, a lot of the American fighters probably ask for a lot of American water, American foods to be accommodated there because, we just think about the time difference with the water, the air, the the food is different, bro. A lot of people, if you ever tasted like Amish meat, Amish turkey meat, it tastes a lot different from um, the meat that you get at the grocery store. You talking about grass-fed chicken. It tastes a lot different, and it's closer to what it should taste like. But a lot of times, you get an average American clean meat like that. No, did he? And they think it's nasty because it don't have those preservatives in there and the dyes in there. But that's the closest how it's supposed to taste and eat, you know. Um, that's people who farm, they can't really fuck with the bullshit. They like the fresh eggs and the fresh chickens and the fresh milk and all that. So it's crazy, man. But, I don't know much about the man. I know he's a big guy. I know he passed out on the scale for one of his fights not too long ago. But I'm not surprised. He's a big super middleweight. So it's crazy. Lara was willing to fight him. And I don't know what his excuse is, but it is no excuse. At one point, that supplement, it wasn't on that substance put on the ban list. But y'all starting to see a lot of these, what you call them, these foreign fighters pop high. It ain't nothing new. For every Jarrell Miller we had in the Black American box community, how many foreign fighters, especially Spanish fighters. Let's keep it real. Hispanic fighters, they've been cleaning up on the peg side of the game. And it's always like me, this, like, come on. So he took it from him. And of course, they're not going to make it a big deal. Not because his color, he's just not a big deal as a boxer. The middleweight division is boring. And for it to be boring and pedestrian, it shouldn't have took a possible Terrence Crawford fight for the East to get for them to get moving, for them to get jiggy with it. It shouldn't have took the Bud Crawford fight. They should have been consolidated that division. Real talk. And then the other question you asked, how many times was Janibek tested before this Lara fight? Was this the first fight he was tested for? And I know people like, oh, he just popped hot. I'm not sure when the date of the test he popped hot for. But the number one thing, too, is if it was a recent, that means he's been taking it and flushing it out of the system. So why wouldn't you? What's the punishment? Well, 6 months suspension. And they always make the punishment, the lower end of the low end of the table. They always get a death blow to schools like SMU, small private schools, or, but for the most part, it's getting disgusting. And boxing is hard. It's one of those sports where, it turns into a fat camp now, where you got to burn all this weight. Then you got to hone your skills. You out of the ring for 12 to 18 months. If you ain't doing something, how you mastering it? How you staying in shape? How you burning fat? Most of these dudes, the in between training they doing, that ain't shit. It ain't shit at all. That's the wild thing about it. It ain't shit at all. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by it, man. But honestly, we'll see, man. I don't know what he said, but for Lara, 42 years old, could have had a Bud Crawford fight, could have had a Adonis fight. Now he fights some faded dude called Johan Gonzalez. I mean, they expose him, but boxing getting exposed. A lot of these dudes ain't been testing. When he step up to these big fights, now they testing. But like I said, I don't know much about the guy. He's a big middleweight, though. And they got Bud Crawford. Really, Bud Crawford got him exposed. That's the crazy thing about it. Bud Crawford got him exposed. If Bud wasn't dangling that carrot to fight, he never would have fought Lara. You know? And I'm not saying that's on his part. I feel like from him being on X and some of the things I'm hearing from him, he wanted to consolidate. But the problem is a lot of these other fighters didn't want to consolidate. Think about it. You in a division that ain't got no money in it, for real. You would think, hey, it'd be easier for us to make this bread. It'd be easy for us to make this fight. And it ain't. Only reason they made this fight and he got popped 4 days before the fight was because of Bud Crawford. That's crazy. Ricky salute, Janibek salute. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bud Crawford is the reason he got popped. It's crazy, bro. It's cold as fuck. Whew. That's the reason he got popped. So, to me personally, like I said, I can't really speak too much on him, but it really ain't a big deal because, you know, to keep it real, he ain't really no big deal fighter. I remember he was calling out Benavidez and all that stuff. I remember that. I remember it. But, yeah, I mean, I think it was the co-main. With Oshaki Foster and Stephen Fulton, I mean, I think a lot of people thought that should have been the co-main. I mean, they've been building it up, you know, going around social media, popping shit. Some people may feel like, you know, Fulton ducked, Fulton ducked, what's brother's name? Shushu. But really, can you say he ducked Shushu by moving up to fight Oshaki Foster? Like, nah. I don't think you can say that. So, this is good shit. That's a good for the main event is pretty good too. You know, Lamont, Isaac Cruz. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. This is a good card. Unfortunately, they probably want you to pay 80 beaners for it, $80. You know? You got 3 fights that was on that bill that could have been its own main event. Ain't that crazy? You had 3 fights that could have been its own main event. So, unfortunately, Janibek took that away, but you had 3. So, but, you know, let's talk about Ortiz and Boost. Ortiz came out on social media, told Ennis, send the offer. Oh, I heard you trying to fight Charlo. He told me no twice. So don't call him. My thing is this. Didn't Oscar De La Hoya say that Vergil Ortiz was the A-side? Wasn't this the same Oscar De La Hoya and Vergil Ortiz who sent the offer to another champion named Xander Zayas? They sent the offer to him and told him, you know, you're going to take this split. So my thing is this. Where's the offer from Golden Boy? If Eddie's telling the truth, my third point, that the zone and the split is already done, why not Golden Boy just go to the zone? The zone should already have the money splits in the contracts. So what do you need Jaron Ennis for? What do you need Jaron Ennis for? Eddie Hearn just came on social media about a week or two ago and said he's heard nothing from Golden Boy. All of a sudden, you know, I believe, and I don't know this for sure, you know, in my opinion, shout out to Jay Hardaway. I don't know this for sure, but what I will say is, I believe that behind the scenes, they've been trying to get out this fight, and the zone won't let them out the fight. So they probably backed in the corner. And if what Eddie Hearn would say was true, which is hit or miss, if anybody would hit or miss, he would say it was true. What about, you know, the contracts and they ended the bargain done? Dog, all this they doing is to build the fight. I believe Vergil Ortiz and them tried to get out the fight. The zone wouldn't allow them not to fight. I'm pretty sure they know exactly what the split gonna be, and you're probably gonna get a fight announcement pretty soon. That's what I don't know, no inside information, but this is my educated guess. This is my educated guess because if the zone pushing for this fight and all this, they tried to get out of it, they couldn't get out the fight. So now they got to fight. Because my thing is this: Eddie said they'd agreed to their side. That's what I feel. Eddie know what they agreed to their side. So if we agreed, this dog, bro. If we agreed with the, go talk to the zone. And I'm telling y'all, behind the scenes, there's no inside information. This is my opinion. I feel like they've been trying to get out that fight. They've been trying to get out that fight. You know. They've been trying to get out that fight. All right, we getting off your block. You got it. It's a pit bull, girl pit bull. She's like, yeah, niggas, get off my shit. Why pull out my Glock 9 on y'all black ass behind? He tried to cheat the 43-year-old Laura, the brother man. I mean, I'm not surprised. He been cheating. He probably ain't been testing. That's my opinion on it. He been cheating. He probably ain't been testing. That's the crazy thing about it. He been cheating. He been cheating. He just ain't been tested. So, come on, Janibek. But, you know, Vergil Ortiz, he ain't got no choice but to fight Boots. You know, and he ain't got no confidence. You know, this will happen when you bull job around. When you bull job around and you duck title fights, you about to turn around and possibly get your ass beat without a title. Ain't that crazy? He about to get his ass beat and not get a title. What are they doing? And not get a title. That's wicked. That's why I say, man, you keep turning down opportunities, ain't nothing good gonna come from it. So, I mean, he could beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But my thing is this. Why was he like a dog tucking his tail between his legs? That's my question. I didn't like his body position. When Boots put up, Robert Garcia was like, man, he was so big, and they don't have no confidence, man. You know, I feel like Ortiz got good explosion, good rhythm, good puncher. He battle tested, but, you know, the Mexicans fear that style that Boots had. You know, Boots I ain't saying he ain't fleet of foot, but the dangerous thing about Boots is he flat-footed, but he also, he wavy up top. He slick. So there's gonna be opportunities for a dude that constantly, even when he move, is flat-footed. There's gonna be opportunities for Vergil Ortiz to catch him. But the problem with Hispanic fighters, man, they don't utilize the jab to how they should. And it's not like some of them don't have a really good jab, because they do. Benavidez got a great jab, but he don't utilize it. You know, him and Janibek might be cousins or brothers. That might go over niggas' heads, but Vergil gonna have to jab. Vergil gonna have to jab. You know, jab him in his chest, just use the jab, you know. But if Vergil come out there and he just trying to, you know, be in that high guard and catch boots coming and going, that may happen. But then it always boiled out to one shot, maybe two. But once you jab, you're able to set up different shots. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it's a good fight. I wouldn't put it past Vergil getting it done. But if he get it done, what do you do? What do you win? Not a title, not a pound for pound spot. And on top of that, all people gonna say is Boots was overrated. What did Boots do? Who did Boots beat? It answers no questions. He put himself in a predicament. He ducked so much, bro. He put himself in a predicament for failure. You know what I'm saying? He put himself in a predicament for failure. Because Vergil Ortiz, Sebastian Fondora don't care if he a bitch. He'll show you he can drop 2 belts already. He'll drop the 3rd. So you can't find a safe haven with him. Xander Zayas is about to unify. That's going to be top ranked ticket to getting a TV deal that they really want. Okay? So you can't really use him. You can fake an injury. You can fake a sickness, hold Boots, you know, fight somebody and get upset. You know. You can hope for that to happen. Man up. Come on, be a man. But, he can do that. But, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he pulled out sick for this fight. It wouldn't surprise me. When Robert Garcia was like, oh, he was so big. Boots is so big. You know, you already know what it is. Vergil will be a pro come 10 years in July. And by that time, win, lose, or draw versus Jaron Ennis, unless he gets another titleist in the ring, he still won't have a title. You know? Every time his name is synonymous with somebody that people feel they want to see him in the ring with, which is a threat, he turned his father come out and say, oh, we ain't fighting him. It's like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, man. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So, I think he got no choice but to fight Boots. And I think him coming out right now saying like, oh yeah, we're the All Black nigga, that's all promo. They tried to finesse the game and get out the fight. They couldn't finesse the game and get out the fight. So, you know, they got to fight. You know, they back against the wall. They got to fight. That's the wild thing. They back against the wall. They have no choice but to fight. That's the wild thing about it. So, him trying to be macho, they scary. They scary. You know, not to say Boots and them ain't scary. I just think he felt like Bonzi felt like he put one of his sons in there too quick. And he don't want to make the same mistake with Boots. People forget, Roy Jones' daddy was the same way. People forget that. Roy Jones' daddy, you know, was really babysitting, he really was babysitting Roy Jones. Almost failed. I fell the other day, slipped on some ice, somebody was laughing from their window. I can do shit but laugh. I'm moving to Florida, nigga. I'm moving to Hawaii. Oh, damn, Amazon. You niggas like a ninja. You got Amazon boxes, buddy. What? There it is. I thought I was supposed to get some shit today and tomorrow. Got some shit today. What shit did you got like this? This dog spoiled. I should see this nigga right now. Hold on, spoiled ass nigga. Got a whole fucking coat. He hate wearing that bitch. So it's like, what is the weather around this bitch? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see what the weather is. Like 26 degrees. And this ninja, he don't want to put that jacket on. I gotta tighten it up though. Man, you crazy? You ain't gonna be coughing and sneezing and shit, man. Been outside all day. Shit cold in the bitch. Told y'all Benavidez and Janibek cousins, nigga. Your brothers. Meladonian and others. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Give me a high five. Oh my God. I'm gonna make good cushion alcohol. I got my peg. And they said Janibek was with snack, bruh. And they said Janibek was with snack. What the snack? What the hell? What the hell? They gonna blame Devin Haney. They gonna blame Terrence Crawford. If Shakun get popped, he ain't no nigga. Hell no, Shakun ain't no black person. Shakun don't like sweet potato pie. He like pumpkin pie. This nigga like quiche. Don't put Shakun on us black good boy, our good working black folk. Don't put Shakun on me. Don't you do it. Massa, don't you put Shakun on me. Don't you do it. Oh my God. Don't you do it. Don't you put Shakun on me. Don't you do it. Oh, Shakur Black Top. Shakun Pop Top. I told you niggas was on steroids. I told y'all. This nigga like to piss on my. I told you niggas was on steroids. Well, he don't like to pee. I used to feed him shit he couldn't have. So he used to use them pads. I just keep them there. Cause sometimes I be out. I'll be off for like 12 hours. We got work for 12. He finna pop Hot Man Bug, one of all the smoke, Lara, one of those. Man, niggas didn't want all the smoke till turkey money came into play. That's when these niggas want all the smoke. So that's when niggas wanted all the smoke. That's all I had, man. Y'all got any questions? I was coming here pop a little shit for a minute. But that's all I pretty much had, man. But yeah. It's cold, man. That shit went from semi-warm to cold. Yeah. This winter shit for the birds. I'm ready to move to Hawaii. Definitely not California. Southern California, bunch of weirdos. California a weird ass state to begin with. Yeah. This shit. Talk about water. Well, I got a video coming, bro. Ain't pretty much to talk about there. Usyk wants to be a household name in America. Without water, it can't happen. Ain't nobody else. Jared Anderson didn't take the torch. Wilder was the most important fighter in the last 25 years. And people don't even realize it. He said snow. Oh yeah, it depends where you was at. It wasn't heavy where I live at though. That shit probably was like 3 inches. It wasn't heavy at all. I know I got my oil change and they popped my power steering line again. So they gonna have to reimburse me. I didn't know the first time they did. I just know I got my car back. And then I parked that shit at work in the line. Like I think they let the girl, like no offense, they let this girl change my oil at there, and she keep hitting my. I don't know how she hit this line, bro. But the way whatever she doing under there, she hit the line, and that bitch exploded. Last time I think when we exchanged it, we changed it. She like cracked the metal piece on it, like not even the rubber part of the line. It's like, bro, I don't really want to get another whip. I gotta get one. I already know. If I make it through this winter, I'm just keep what I got now just to go to work. Other than that, about to get a truck. I don't know. I might get a nice Honda CRV. I don't know, Toyota something. Might might just find something around 10. Pay that shit. But I want a Forerunner though. I'll lease that bitch though. To be honest with you, Forerunner, something like that. I'll probably lease shit like that. To be real with you. Definitely don't want no Ford. Ford got some good leasing though. I definitely don't want no Ford. No, Ford just got too many problems. Chicago 7-12. Damn. Yeah, shit crazy. Buffalo be getting that heavy shit. Yeah, Buffalo get that heavy shit. Griselda nigga. But yeah, man. Let me get out of here, man. Open my Amazon boxes. But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Stay black. Don't do crack. Anderson failed America low key. I mean, yeah, that nigga would fail when he was crying in the ring to Roy Jones, nigga. That nigga was cry for you tonight. That motherfucker. Real talk. That motherfucker. Oh yeah, that nigga's a nutcase. But shit, a lot of shit. People be having shit going on. When he kept just talking about money. I want some money. I want some money. I want some money. And I'm like, yeah, he ain't gonna last long. This nigga got caught. Where they say he got caught at in Michigan? I forgot what town shit. What the fuck he even doing out? I guess he from fucking Toledo. So he got still caught somewhere down like at the bottom of it. I forget where he got caught. He got caught at. I forget that shit, bro. Like, what is your ass doing there? Sometimes you gotta ask your black ass, like, you at certain places, like, what am I doing here? I work in one of those towns, like, why am I even here? You stick out like a sore thumb. Even when you get racism, you like, you know what? I already knew it. I deserved it. Shakur is Puerto Rican. Nah, he Puerto Rican. Y'all can have him. It's funny when a nigga good, he have something. Yeah, his mama white and his daddy black. When a nigga good, when a nigga hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's a lot of beigeness in the NBA. That's a fact. It's a lot of beigeness in the NBA, bro. I don't even think they got dark-skinned killers no more. I mean, Tyrese Maxey, last of his dying breed, bro. The NBA all beige. Look at the Lakers. They pale backcourt. Ryu Hamachi, he mixed beige. Brother beige. I mean, the NBA, all that, every star, Devin Booker, beige. Cade Cunningham, beige. Tyrese Halliburton, beige. Paolo Branchino, beige. The NBA is mulatto, bro. The NBA is beige, bro. Think about it. Remember, Giannis said, I don't care about what's going on in America. I'm not black American. He said some shit like that. Go check it out. And go see what happened with John Henson when he played up there in Milwaukee. That's why ninjas don't fuck with tethers. You know, it's a tether that was in my comment section. Real talk, it was a tether in my comment section. I did a video on, damn, I think it was the Hazel E video or it was another one. And he was like, I don't understand why you blacks don't like black American women. Like, nigga, have you turned on the TV? They always come here, they be like, I don't understand. Okay, then you believe what Brad tell you and you hate us. Get out of here. You think we going around, we got issues for no reason? Ain't shit but beige niggas in the NBA, bro. You turn the NBA nothing but beigeness. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. Y'all don't see what they pushing that mulatto shit. Man, you buy a family diapers, it's a mulatto couple. It's an Asian man and a black woman. A Brad and a Keisha. He said soft ninjas take over. I'm playing salute. No, it is. That soft ninjas taking over. Even in the workplace, these niggas is sad, bro. I mean, like I did a video on the free game. Now these niggas avoiding conflict like women, bro. Niggas is sad, bro. Like men are weak, bro. Like a lot of men in America are weak, man. They weak. They want to call the police. They act like that. That's why I don't funk sway with people, bro. Cause these males in America is weak, bro. That's a fact. These males in America are weak. Tell me I'm lying. These niggas is weak. They weak. They had called the police, said like, dog, I just can't stand people, bro. People just be acting like you expect a man to be a man. Man, you gotta expect a man to be a bitch. You gotta deal, hey bro, you gotta deal with men like women, bro. Cause that's how they do it, man. Real men don't do passive aggressive shit. These real on some real spill, these man, you gotta deal with these males like women, bro. Ain't real man left, bro. Ain't no real man left, bro. It's just few and far in between. You gotta deal with men like women, bro. You gotta understand that you gotta deal with men like these males. You gotta deal with them like women, bro. These males hate your masculinity more than these women do. He said hyper emotional ego. Yeah, like dog, like just emotional ass niggas, bro. Can't take no conflict. Can't take no pushback. It's my way or the highway. Like nigga, people are weak, bro. Like I said, if it really came down to the apocalypse, to the barbaric shit, where like on some Walking Dead shit, where niggas had to survive, man, it'd be a lot of dudes that'd be somebody bitch. And don't say it ain't no guns available, bro. It's over with. A lot of these niggas would be selling pussy, bro. I guarantee you, they'd be ready to submit, wash your drawers, like a lot of these men don't stand on nothing, bro. Cowards. Anger is emotional too. Yeah, for sure. It ain't nothing wrong to have some emotion, but when emotion over supersedes your logic, then that's a problem. Real talk. But the NBA mad beige, bro. Like real talk. Think about it. How man, mad beige and foreign. Only dark skinned niggas is Maxi, Joel Embiid, Zion, Jaron Jackson Jr. Shit. Oh, you got Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, Trey Young, Victor Wembanyama. Like dog, like I'm telling y'all, bro, the mulatto shit, man, is crazy, man. And then the thing about them too is they be confused about where they come from, bro. A lot of the mulatto people, bro, I don't want to say they be weird, but look at J. Cole, bro. Man, fuck the Lions. I don't want to talk about them. J. Cole be man, like they be weird, bro. Like when people ask me, dog, like I've never talked to a white girl. I never been with a woman outside of a black woman. And I never had a white friend. And Edwards too, yeah. I forgot about my boy. Rudy Gobert, brother Beige. Oh, Julius Randle. So you gotta think about that for a minute, bro. Like, I've never had no type. I've had coworkers, but that's where that end at. You know what I'm saying? But I've never like, I just really, yeah. He said you named all the dark skinned niggas. How you know lots of a handful. He said a handful. Like dog, like yeah. I've been watching more NBA this year than anything. Shit, low keep it lit. I gotta get to college basketball. I'm trying to think. LaMelo, Beige. The brown skin niggas represent too. Jay Ivy. Who else you got? Damian Lillard, Shaden Sharp. Oh, Jeremy Grant for the dark skinned niggas. DeAndre Ayton for the dark skinned brother. Brown skinned brother Andre Drummond. I mean, y'all got nothing but beige niggas in New York. MPJ, fucking Brunson, Cat. That's why the Knicks ain't shit. They ain't got no frightening dark skinned nigga. They ain't got no Anthony Mason. They ain't got no Anthony Oakley. You know what I'm saying? That's why you ain't scared of them. They ain't got no goons on Knicks. Come on, man. At least the Pistons got Jalen Duren. Ain't no goons on the Knicks. Hey, how you gonna win a championship without a Vernon Maxwell on your team or something? Man, God, they better trade for Zion. What else you got? Oh, the Clippers might be the only team without Brother Beige for real. Kawhi, Harden, Bill, he out for the season though. My boy Chris Dunn. I'm a Chris Dunn fan. Yeah, I mean I don't know, man. The Clippers, they might got some low level Brother Beige. Oh, Bridges brothers and Brown. Who is Brown? Mikael Bridges? Who better, Shakur or Haney? Man, Haney, bro. I don't fuck with Shakur. I'm better than Shakur. Beat the shit out that boy. I don't like him. Never will. Hope him and T.O. do the fucking Jackie Chung and Goku, or do the fucking Apollo Creed and Rocky in the second one. I hope neither one of them get up. Knicks want Giannis. Bye. He ain't gonna win shit with Giannis. They keep JB, Brunson, and Giannis. Oh yeah, and Cat, Brunson, and Giannis. Oh, it's over with. T.O. gonna get beat though bad. Yeah, he gonna get outboxed. He knock out Shakur, bro. I'm like, damn. He should have went up and fought Norman, dumbass nigga. Like, his daddy don't know what he doing. Janibek was on that super. Yeah, Meladonian ain't been illegal that long though. Real talk. I mean, I think in 2012 in January it became a ban. So don't quote me on that, because Maria Sharapova and Pavekin was the two people I remember popping high for it. Yeah, Toronto hooping. Brandon Ingram got that Glorilla. He got Glorilla. And she didn't trying to turn her skin pale, bro. Like, I believe dark skinned people are beautiful. I don't get it. Shit. I don't be getting it why this colorism shit being play. As far as dark skinned people, women, or people feeling inferior. I don't feel like it, bro. I prefer a dark skinned girl. I don't. That's just my preference. Yeah, Curry, Bay, Seth Curry, and they come from a strong simp bloodline. So I don't even want to talk about that, bro. Henderson versus Benavidez. I don't know who Henderson is. I think Norman and Bud sparring rumors. Spook Bud Boots. Yeah, I mean, shit, they sparring, bro. That's sparring. Look what Devin did. Sparring, bro. Especially older dudes like Bud. Bud don't spar to win. Self-hate is a European. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is a hate. Embrace your hair. Embrace yourself, bro, because dark-skinned people age the best. Real talk. When lighter-skinned people age, they look all wrinkly and crinkly and shit, bro. Now, melon is what they seek, and I'll just keep that on the low. But dark-skinned people age the best. That's a fact. The darker you are, the better you age. A lot of them light-skinned people be aging, they be looking like sugar cookies crumbled up. The crumbled up sugar cookies they sell at Walmart for the yellow tag discount. So I don't really understand why people don't embrace their dark skin. Like I'm telling y'all, dark skin. Like I'm telling y'all, especially like skinny girls that be like skinny girls that be like have like they want to gain weight, or they don't like their body or something like that. As soon as they get like they late 20s, bro, body be immaculate. Even without a child, they bodies be immaculate. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. A lot of people have self-hate. And what's so funny is a lot of dudes would prefer the majority of women. That's the crazy thing about it. Most guys, as long as you show you down and you're loyal and you have something attractive, most guys are cuff it, bro. As long as you loyal. But now, then again, you don't have those women no more, bro. Everybody think they a baddie, which I don't want nothing to do with a baddie. Everybody think they a baddie. Somebody say F Janibek, all those causes clowns spamming their flag in the comment section. What a joke. Yeah, I can't show that comment because they blocked it, but I see you cousin that. Yeah, I ain't seen him. I'm pretty sure you talking about. Oh, Whitaker. I got Ben Whitaker knocking out David Benavidez. Especially if they draw. I'm going, anybody fight Benavidez, I'm going the other way. B. Taylor versus Benavidez. I'm B. Taylor. I do not like Benavidez. No disrespect, though. I'm just not a fan. Yeah, I'm going with Ben Whitaker. I'm going to bet my house on it. I wouldn't bet my Roku on it.
But I'm betting Ben Whitaker. I ain't got a Roku no more. I don't fuck with him. Ain't nothing personal. Well, it ain't personal. I just want to see him take a full drug test and see the results. Then I'll be Benavidez. I'm gonna have Ain't nobody whooping on Benavidez right now. I keep it real. Ain't nobody beating on Benavidez. Not maybe at cruiserweight. I don't know much about cruiserweight. Ain't nobody beat man. Benavidez a problem. Benavidez gonna beat you. He cool too, man, for sure. Everybody I know that met Benavidez, they love him. He love the brothers, man. Shout out to Benavidez. I don't think nobody beating Benavidez. I got Benavidez over Baterbia, Better Biab over Beevil on some real shit. He'd be shit out of Gilberto Ramirez. Ben Whitaker, we'll see, man. I didn't know he was 28 years old. So, I was jail. I can't say that on here, but I was doing something and I caught the end when he was doing the interview with of the fight, bro. So yeah, I'm about to start back slinging fire sticks and fire cube TVs. So I'm gonna start back slinging them shits. So I'm about to do credit repair too. Like I said, anybody that signs to the Patreon, hopefully sometime next year I'll fix y'all credit for free. I know a lot of people don't understand. The crazy thing is a lot of people don't understand credit. So I'll show you why credit is important. I was hearing Devin Haney say he don't know his credit if you got cash, and one thing about it is credit allows you to leverage other people's cash. You got a business credit line, you got a personal credit line. Business also having that business credit line, especially having that LLC or something that differentiates your business from your personal assets is always important too. But they only can attack your business asset. You got a business credit line, you can open up a phone in your business name. Therefore, it's not attached to your personal shit. So your business, you have a business credit line, open up phones, you can write off all types of shit. Um, Trying to think what else. I feel like I'm forgetting something very important. Uh, Damn, I can't even think about it. Oh, you can get cars in your business name and not even deal based on your personal credit score. You can do your business in your business name, and therefore, if something happens to the car, it's all in your business. So yeah, it's crazy, dog. Crazy people don't understand credit because when you get credit that allow business credit or your personal credit that allows you to be able to leverage somebody else's cash instead of leverage your own cash. So you go invest in houses. Most people don't that smart. They don't use their money to invest in houses. They use somebody else's money to invest into it. That's what credit. It just tells you how well you are at paying back debts or paying back money. So that's all it pretty much means. He said pulling up the stream before boxing class. So many good fighters out here for Frank Martin to be. I think ain't he fighting soon? Frank Martin, yeah. He said I'm start a trucking company next year. I started to learn about the wild bet. Yeah, my dad just bought a sprinter van. He want to do an expedite. You see them dudes that like hot shot like certain parts on the sprinter vans, and they get paid for it for the trip. So if they need a hot part or they need something, sometimes you see them doing with dogs too. You got people that just transfer dogs around the country and shit like that. So they make good money too. So yeah, if you don't want to get into the whole trucking thing and you want to just hot shot shit, if you live in the like Detroit, you can hot shot. You can have contracts with Amazon. You can have contracts with the big three. You know what I'm saying? You could pick these carrier contracts up. You could deliver packages, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta look into it. But yeah, trucking company. The guy was telling me he got his on the side. He said for you can take a personal loan off for 10,000 to get a truck right now. Right now you can get a truck for like 10 bands. Take out a personal loan, get your truck. You can make your money back like that. He was just the guy I was working with. I come to my job. He was telling me some shit. I don't know. I asked him what his ethnicity is. He was cool as hell. Bud popping shit on Twitter. Bud said a lot of the older fighters been hating on the new era. I mean, yeah, they been hate. They been hating. That's a fact. They been hating, bro. But then again, they got a lot to hate about. To keep it a bean, they fucking overcook my sound and shit. They got a lot to hate about because yeah, man, overcook this bitch. I feel like they do got a lot to hate about because these niggas ain't fighting. But what they really hating about,
But what they really hating about is the amount of money that these young fighters getting. That's all it is. It's about the amount of money, and they fuck their money up. That's all that shit boiled down to. It's about the amount of money. Um, yeah, it's about the money. They just jealous. They had their time. They fucked their money up, and now they like, okay, that's what it's about, the money. Yep. So he said Sean is the worst right now. Yeah, I've been unsubscribed to Sean, bro. Sean a coon, man. Hope Bud don't think Sean his friend, cause he not. Bud is honestly, but honestly, Bud is very insecure. I don't know why. I mean, it could be the way he grew up. You know, it's a lot of things. A lot of men are insecure. You're not saying you should be in, like, it's in a shaming language, while how women use it. Yeah, you know, a lot of dudes is insecure. Ain't nothing wrong with being insecure. You can be sure, and then when you sure, you know, and something come hit you that you should have picked up on, and it affects your life, then you know what I'm saying, you fucked up. So you all being insecure, you know, it keep you on your toes too. But you can't be to the point where if you insecure to the point where you paranoid, you know what I'm saying, then that's a problem. But everybody's insecure, you know what I'm saying, about something. Everybody insecure about something. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. You know, the funny thing about it, that's why you don't joke with women. When you joke with women, they take that shit to heart. They're very insecure about it. That's why they always respond back with some hateful shit, because it's an insecure. They're insecure about everything. He said, "Side note, I'm so happy Inside the NBA is gone. It was trash. It's still there. They come on ESPN, don't they? Sometime. I think they won't be back on until Christmas. I like Inside the. It was still cool." He said, everything crash trash now, though. ESPN trash, Fox trash. YouTube the best thing going right now. Hating is human. Yeah, jealousy. Everybody get jealous, but you know what you do with it. It determines whether it's hatred or it's motivation. It can go one or two ways, or it can not affect you at all. Everybody get jealous, bro. A lot of people be jealous of people, you know, and you don't even be knowing why, bro. They be jealous because they wish they had the traits that you had. They wish you was as confident. They wish they was as tall. They wish they was as charismatic. They wish they was acknowledgeable. They wish they had the social skills you had. They could have more money than you. They could be taller than you. But a lot of people, they get jealous because people might say, oh, you do a good job, or you a good worker, you a good dude. And a lot of people, that jealousy turn to hatred, and they want to bring the worst out of you. You got to pay attention how people manipulate. A lot of these people want to bring the worst out of you. That's why they see how people speak highly of you. You're a good dude. You know what I'm saying? And they really want to bring you down to your level. A lot of people just miserable, bro. Man, sports so rigged. Yeah, that's why I stopped betting. I've been stopped betting. I've been stopped betting. Sports is rigged. That Chauncey was all I need to see in that Luka trade. That shit rigged, bro. I really don't. It's hard to watch. NFL, this has been one of their worst years. Can't have no real conversation with no woman. It's gonna go left. Yeah, it's gonna go left, or it's gonna be about them. Every time. They only see things through a woman's view. You gotta understand, they only see things. The only guys that they really see is the guys they're attracted to. And what's so funny, they just naturally liars. You could be talking to a girl and talking about a specific woman, a cheater or a baby mama, and oh, that's not true. And then she know half her family is baby mamas. She know, you know, somebody in her family cheated on their husband, and all the shit you discussing. She know a bitch just like that, but they'll sit there and lie to you. That's why there's no point when they have these women on these panels and shit. It's just for entertainment to make them look stupid. That's it. It's no point for women to really be on the panel other than to look stupid, because you get nothing from what the average woman say on the panel. You get nothing from it. When you have these relationship talk, they lie. They be on the panel lying, and then when they get caught in a lie or they get exposed for word salad or not knowing shit, they throw insults. It's just no point in having women on the panel but to make them look stupid and for entertainment basis only. You can be and take the YouTube shit out. You can have a one-on-one conversation with a woman, about women, and you're going to leave there saying these bitches is stupid. That's when most people go. Most women you meet, they're stupid, and then you just gonna get a bunch of lies. It's gonna make your head hurt. And when they wrong, they want to lie. Like you move the needle when you talk politics with women. When you talk relationships with women, you're not going to get an honest answer. It's just it's beneath you to even talk about that with them. You know, you bring up statistics. You know, about 55% of black men don't have children. 30% of young men, 30 to 18, are never approached a woman or are virgins. You know, it's crazy. Like you can bring the, and they will still make it about the men or men should be better. And it's like, okay, cool. How can we be better when y'all don't want to be better? They don't. They not good enough. Women not good enough. They all think they good. They not. Most women are trash. Most women to sleep with you. Yo, you'll meet a girl and her friend instantly wouldn't even approach you. She wouldn't even approach you if she never brought you to her and they want to sleep with you. You can tell. I'm telling y'all, when y'all be hip, when y'all really in the game, that's why I tell guys, man, don't waste no time. Get in the game. You know what I'm saying? Get in the game, make female friends, use them, talk to them, the friends, because it ain't gonna be nothing. Use them for their knowledge. Use them. You're gonna notice, bro. Once you start paying attention to women, bro, and like you with a group of women or you with a group of people, just watch women's eyes. Especially when you get a girl, watch her friends' eyes, other women's eyes. The eyes never lie. They just do weird shit, bro. They do weird shit. So once you do find a good woman, bro, hey man, it's no point in needing two, three niggas. I need two, three women. Most niggas can't even fuck two, three times back to back. So what's the point? You don't need two or three. Most men don't need two or three women. It just don't. Especially if you productive. If you got money and you can sit on your money and cool. But after a while, that shit get old. After a while, you turn a certain age. One solid chick, you cool. Niggas is cool off that. Three, four women, niggas did that when they had no money. He said January and had nothing else to do. January 31st is kind of crowded for boxing. 4 cars that day. What other cars on that day? LeBron needs to hang it up end of the season. He said you would think once these women have sons, they might able to see our standpoint. Some of them do. Yeah, they don't have no empathy. They don't have empathy for each other, bro. They don't have empathy for each other. He said over the river. He said they all hypocrites, especially when it comes to the age gap. Yeah, they is. Now this is the whole thing, which I've been telling y'all this shit for years, that women be with the DL guys. I've been telling y'all that, bro. That's something I learned back in like 2016, 17. The girl I work with, she told me. A lot of y'all homegirls don't like y'all because she's sleeping with your girlfriend. Or she desires to sleep with your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women, they sleep with down low guys and then they come out and blame men for diseases. Like I said, statistically, half the black men field don't even have a child. 30% of they said around Washington Post say about 30% of young men 30 to 18 don't even have never approached a woman. So who's spreading the diseases around? That's the crazy. Then when you point to statistical facts, they still try to say, they still try to, but that's the facts. Most young guys ain't even having sex. At least heterosexual sex. So that's crazy, man. Over half the field don't even have a child. But we all deadbeats. How we all deadbeats and over half the field don't have a child? It's a crazy world, bro. We get blamed for what the small percentage of men do, regardless. We get blamed for what small percentage of guys do. You gotta just check that shit out, bro. You wasting your time. You trying to explain something to a woman, bro. They can never explain. And just know a lot of the jackets they put on y'all about being women are hypersexual, bro. Women are so hypersexual, dog. You can dog these hoes out and they gonna give you the best performance. They so backwards, bro. Once you figure it out, really, you gonna appreciate if you can run into a solid woman, bro. Cheetah Bick ain't shit. The Cheetah Bick is hilarious. These two black females I know tried to convince me to vote for Kamala. I stay away from politics with women. Yeah, I mean, just my thing would be like, if you did, like, why do I want to vote for the deletion of my community? Why would I want to vote for
somebody that wants to cut my population. Like, having something like that where you can abort mission that allows people to be lazy. That's why most of the women can't have babies when they want to have them. Most women that you meet didn't have one. They didn't have one. You got to understand that most women. That's why they try to say you stay away from women in their 30s like that, because they all didn't have one, bro. I'm telling you, they all didn't have one. That's why they cat be stinking. Most of these women all didn't aborted mission, all popped a bunch of Plan Bs, all them been living reckless, and then when they want to have a baby, they can't have one, and they be looking at you like you the problem. No, you didn't have like 20 abortions. Like, get out of here. It's crazy. He said Mozaliev and I think Josh Taylor, right? Or Josh Kelly and Xander Zayas and that. Oh, that's gonna be a nice little day. Charlo. What Char? Oh yeah, Charlo. Yeah, that's on the same card. He said the men they complain about are the men they really. Yeah, facts. That's a fact. The men that they complain about are the ones they really want. What's good? Checking out at the gig. Shout out to Eric, man. Salute, bro. Yep, that's the crazy thing about once you learn it, bro. Sometimes for some guys it's easier to pay. Shout out to them, but some guys, bro, once you figure it out, bro. But the thing about it is, the thing about it, I say this: if you gonna play the player life, bro, you gotta have women that follow directions, bro. No matter if you tell a woman the truth or you keep the woman in the dark, you gotta have your chicks gotta follow directions, bro. Let me say that your chicks gotta follow direction. If you got a two woman rotation, three woman rotation, even if they already know it's nothing exclusive. Let's say woman A come over while woman B there, and unannounced. Woman B gonna feel a certain type of way. Now you put yourself in a situation where now they beef and they could be fighting and the gun could be pulled, somebody be killed, or like I said before, as long as they feel like they don't know. That's the thing about it. You have to have women who follow directions. That's one thing they don't tell y'all about dudes that have like multiple women. If they don't follow direction, it's not gonna work. If I tell you to call this day or I tell you to pull up this day, if I don't text you back, they blowing you like you. They have to follow directions. They have to. Any woman even if you monogamous, the girl that you with must follow directions. If she can't follow directions and she fight like you can't, she gonna put you in danger, bro. The women that you deal with must follow the. However you got your life set up, even if y'all platonic friends, y'all just coworkers, y'all just work. They have to follow directions. I didn't know that Charlo got a baby monkey ass support animal. Hey, that monkey was dope. I don't know if it really was an emotional support animal, but people say that so they can have an animal. That monkey was dope though. I wouldn't mind having a monkey. But people say that so they can legally have it. I don't know if y'all knew that, bro. But yeah, let me get off here, man. Open these packages up, man. So I appreciate y'all. But remember, you deal with women, wherever level they have to follow direct. If they can't follow direction, bro, they have to leave, bro. Because once shit start mixing, dog, I'm telling you start mixing shit and they don't follow directions, it's just not gonna work. So especially y'all live a player life, bro. If you tell her to do something and she don't do it, she gotta go, bro, because it's gonna go bad real quick, bro. But I appreciate y'all. Peace.